incentivizing you to go do things. They just happen to find things when you're doing something you do for them anyways to help the group, right? Right, fellas? They wouldn't just hold out on these extremely important items. Especially when being raided. Do I need to be talking to them as well? I've tried doing that a bit, but not super sure. Fracture damage as HP lowers. Dude's deal quite a bit of damage in this. I'm not too keen on that just yet. Fishing skill. What the fuck? Okay. No, I mean the town's cool. I don't mind talking to the dialogue when I was just talking to random people was okay. I just have talked to everybody so far. I just don't know if I need to like OCD check every single time I like come back here. I'll check in when we come back after new NPCs and story shit. Oh wait, we got the nun to talk to still. Guess we can do that. He's got this comfy cave area, although staring down the hull of a fucking beast-filled cave, I don't think I'd be down for that. I think we actually just talked. Okay, sister. Yeah, they definitely have more personality than most things in Elsetta, of course.
What should I upgrade? Is that it? How can I help you today? All right.
Iron arm, Christ, dude.
How can I help you today? I'll get started. Whew, it's complete. All right. What should I upgrade?
Maybe we can't reforge past this level. Maybe you don't just infinitely keep reforging these. Maybe it's like you make one new one and then you reforge it once or some shit. Who knows? Alright, we need to do that. Required. I mean, I was gonna go do it anyways, but... Damn, we explored most of this already. I barely moved through it. Whoops. I think there might be like a boss or something at the end.
Leave it to me. My turn now.
Oh shit, dude. Force edge. That seems pretty good.
I'm counting on you, Adolf.
I'm just falling his ass, man.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
God, the paralyzed, man.
Let's go.
Rough stuff.
There's something there. Let's go. Eat that.
Yeah, Nevada doesn't switch to the guy.
Eat that.
Where he like they physically are. That'd be annoying as fuck. That's a good change.
Lucky us. That's powerful.
Uh-huh. Milky white vein.
What a beautiful view.
Leave it to me.
Slam him. Come on and slam.
Eat that.
is there even light there? There's still 2 chests I need to grab. Two chests, but I only see one on the map. Oh, there's one on the bottom. Yeah. I'll grab this one then. Level up. Oops. Maybe you just turn up the damn brightness on your TV if you really wanted to. That's what they do, like speedrun to this type of shit. But just use the mini map. Is there actually just something for me to stand on over there? I think there might be. Force edge. Why do I have force edge on 2 things? I was on B before. Aerial spin there. Aerial spin. Not really a big fan of tornado sword. I mean, arc shot would be good to have. Could arc shot be better than spin though? Maybe. I mean, in theory, I always like this kind of thing. It doesn't always work out. Like where you throw something at them. It's like I'd rather just kind of get in there myself half the time. That seems pretty good to handle these kinds of things. Oh, there is one up here. It's got a Healy potion. Actually, gonna switch these two. Well, there's that place done early. Was it worth it? I don't know, but we did it because we could. I feel like a lot of people probably would do that. As long as I feel like the big thing to ward you away would be if the enemies were like really hardcore. Well, I'm not using the keybind for now though. A quick way.
There's something there.
I've already checked this out. Oh, that whole place is totally optional. Yeah, I figured because there wasn't anything down there, but like maybe it came back for some non-optional thing. Just the chick there, you said to come back. I think that kind of stuff's good though. Exploration just purely just to do it.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Is that supposed to do fucking damage? Not really weak. Yeah, the nun seems very pointless, like to the town. She just is there. That makes sense.
Huh? Look.
Hey, it's that suspicious looking guy. The Count of Monte Cristo.
It would appear to be another castaway. Let's go.
She seems like she's after something else here.
Excuse me. Hello? That man just ignored me when I tried to speak to
Why
him.
not?
Yeah, well, some people are like that.
Now see here. Were you a passenger aboard the Lombardia? We were passengers too, and now we're stranded on this deserted island.
Not my problem.
Huh? Hey!
How'd you mount with that?
Eventually.
Oh, really now? You could at least tell us your name.
This guy seems special.
Hummel. I'm a transporter.
I transport. Yeah, he seems special. This is our other male. Our third male. The Hummel, the intro screen there. Played by Norman Reedus.
Vexing man.
At least he doesn't beat around the bush.
I don't know about that. I very much doubt he's interested in anything we have to say.
Well, we're heading the same way. I'm sure we'll run into him again. Transporter, huh? What an odd kid.
You don't get to call others odd. At any rate, the sun has begun to set. We should look for a place to make camp.
I thought I was doing a side thing. So wasn't I supposed to go? Weren't we like about to kill some boss somewhere in the forest? Or did I remember that bit wrong there? Yeah, yeah, because the Smith lady. Maybe there's something stopping us from moving on. Yeah, but like, there was stuff over here. I don't think I fully explored that. But I thought that's where we're going next, but I think this is actually the main way. I thought the whole time we were just kind of doing something on the side because I still hadn't finished up over there. I'm gonna go back and do that after this. Yellow markers do. Okay.
I don't know why, but staring into a bonfire always seems to calm me down. This island gives me the willies and makes my willy want to curl up and hide. But when I stare at this fire, I feel relaxed.
This guy's just saying all this crude shit.
Safe.
Monologuing, Adol's just fucking eyes closed, just fucking operator glasses, man, just chilling.
Yeah.
I agree. Mankind and fire have a shared history with one another. Fire can bring disaster and ruin, but it can also bring
I like his dialogue in this. It's a lot more of the seasoned traveler camaraderie kind of like thing among like fellow, you know, survivor kind of living off the land sorts of people. Surprisingly, a decent contrast to this chick, man. Surprisingly, some actual okay characterization in an East game. Whoa.
Perhaps those memories
It's not like
have been
insane,
etched
but
into the souls of
it's
all
not like it's
humanity.
bad.
Can you believe the audacity of that man we encountered earlier? I tried to speak to him and he just flat out ignored me. He was rude about it too.
Yeah.
Said his name was Hummel.
Homish.
I don't know. I don't think he was being rude. Maybe he had somewhere to be.
Somewhere to be? We're stranded on a deserted island. Where could he possibly need to be?
You don't know what's all on this island, man.
Yeah, well, there's all sorts of folks here. Like that stuffed shirt, Carlin, you know? Really, the only thing we all got in common is we were on the Lombardia when it sank. Everyone's different, you know?
I know we're all different.
Let's just get some sleep. We got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Oh god. Infectious yawn, even if it's fake, man.
I caught a lot today, too.
These like really odd, like barely audible moments of him whispering shit in his sleep, man. I just prefer the story to stay like this, but you know it's gonna turn into cosmic god shit, so I hope it's at least either Chinny or full just shonen power level fucking Adol saves the world type of shit. Yeah, they're so hard to make out, and so I feel like poorly executed, it just makes it feel really odd. yeah, that's what it seems like. There's some kind of like crazy, like fucking voodoo man hiding around the corner or some shit. Maybe he is, dude. The only time Adol lusts for female or male flesh is when he's fucking completely asleep, dude. He sleep fucks because he's an ultimate Chad, man. Would he be consenting to his own will there? Don't treat me like a child. I'm assuming it's her family or some bullshit. Yeah, I wish they had subs for it. That'd be better. I don't know why there's no subs there. I mean, I assume the book we're reading is just the framework, right, of what happened. He is loose events, but we're going actually into the real event, right? Like we're not experiencing the game purely through the book. The book's giving us the framework where we're actually experiencing the memories, right? The actual events as they happen. Yes, I went and farmed 52 lumber from the 1,000th crab on the beach, and then I doubled back to check the gray area on the beach, and then like fucking then I went back and rested to get my SP gauge full. When people read it, yeah. I love adventures, dude. He's like, yeah, killed another cosmic god this week. What's gonna happen on Monster of the Week, dude? It's gonna be what? World-ending event of the week, is it? And everybody gets toasted, but our man ate all of them. I love adventure. Imagine just not even having that part of you that in this big ass world when they have like ships and everything at this point. Not at all. I'm like this big world of mystery and magic, having any lust to just go explore any of it, man. So you know, the only fucking real human being with a fucking just sack or any kind of passion. And Dogi, I guess. But he like unlocked Dogi, man. This is like some fucking David Cage fucking become human bullshit. Become an adventure. Man, he has to like unlock your ability to fucking give a fuck. Adol's charisma, man. It's very complex. I yawn in front of people. I just did it fucking a few hundred times, man. She's getting better though, I will say. They start her out pretty bitchy, but she's got more of the cutesy side of the Sundere going on now, which is good. And they show her being wrong a lot. I don't know, like I'm playing an East game. I'm complimenting the characters on at least not being dog shit and handling Sundere right. It starts out so wrong with her, but it's like actually fine now. Yeah, she's like learning a lesson about the world. Like we're learning like worldly lessons playing fucking East. She's wearing a fucking high-red G-string. I mean, Jesus.
Ow!
Oh, hold on, what the fuck? Hoping Gilbert Gottfried would voice that one. Yeah, they definitely improved a bit there, I would say.
Let's go!
Just a bit. Let's go!
On guard!
Yeah.
Switch!
Like all three of these characters, like Adol's personality-wise, like he doesn't really have a personality until like 7, right? It's more just the memes. I mean, he does have a personality inferred from his actions, but it's more just the idea of this like just Chad walking around, exploring, just busting hard nut. But they actually try to characterize him a little bit, starting with 7. This is definitely his best depiction. So I said his kid mode was okay. I think that was good too, but that was him as a kid. It's a little different. I think this is probably the best. I mean, most of his lines are pretty Chad, like adventure mode, like how like we would meme it. It's about in line with what I'd expect. I mean, he just says something like, well seasoned, or he knows his shit, and he's seen some stuff, even if he looks like a fuckboy. In this armor, it helps a lot though, because he actually looks like he does things. Maybe not in the other outfit's not that bad. But. I don't remember what else I was gonna say. There's something. Oh, is this what's cock blocking us? I haven't checked it yet. "14 people. That explains that. And yeah, other than that, I mean, these two characters are probably more interesting than anybody in the last two games that I can think of, right? I mean, Griselda was kind of interesting as a very side character, you know? Can we do this yet? 20 people. I think it's because so far it's only about character building? Really? I mean, yes, they are on an island and they're trying to survive, but that's a very basic premise, which works fine, and it props up good character building because it makes you... The idea of having some kind of ritzy person here who has to be stuck with these other people in a common, like, goal of trying to survive would kind of bring about maybe some of these hard lesson kinds of things. So I think it's like a good simple premise to set up decent character building, but it's like it's an East game. I don't really expect that. So that's cool. It's good. I mean, you know, it's like I'm not like sad. It's got decent character shit.
Leave it to me.
My turn now.
My attack seems kind of iffy, man.
Leave it to me. Eat this.
What the fuck even is this area? Must be just some underside somewhere. It's a lot better this time around because it's very quick and spammy. But before it was a pretty slow, long, like projectile attack. So I was like, I kind of didn't give as many fucks. That attack's really fucking good. And it feels good. Is it? Yeah, that seems like you can immediately tell that's pretty fucking good. See, we're getting more of a feel now. I'm getting a little better at the combat. See, when the old ones, there is no crazy move tech. It just has to be about running really quickly with really fucking sick music. Attack killing shit quickly, but with like, you know, a little higher amounts of risk and shit. And like these games you can have a little bit more complicated setup. So it's a lot more about like comboing cool moves and like quick fucking AoE clears and then just continuing on running. And I think it's definitely a good, finally a good like realization of the stuff I liked in the old ones. Or, you know, it's not exactly the same, but I think it's totally fine. For Salsetta and 7 are a little crude, especially 7s. Where the fuck is this? Is there something underneath me? Oh, it was the rock, probably. Yeah, that thing's like way too good, dude. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, I'll use it for sure for big AoE clears, but I'm gonna try to style it up outside bosses. I hope the attacks evolve at level 3 again. I thought that was a cool change in Salsetta. 7, it was stupid that attacks could level up like almost, it was to 10, which it took like the entire game pretty much. So it was like, I mean, like it takes the entire game to level this shit up. So it's like, why would you ever use anything else? Because you could just get one move that would have, you know, a lot of strength. And then when you do rank it out, I don't even think anything happens. It's the power of the switch. I guess we could, why not? For all the times he's been stranded on an island, this is the first time it feels like an actual tropically kind of island. I don't remember if 5 had that. 5 was just like a desert, wasn't it? From what I remember. Oh, there's another one technically we could play. It's the fucking remake of 5 that was never translated on PS1 or some shit. There's like a few weird ones like we could technically play, but I don't think there's anything I'd actually plan on playing. Yeah, 5 was just a desert. I'm curious what they do in a remake. I mean, they'd probably change it a lot. I don't think that one had much of an adventure feel. I think that one had a, from what I remember, big... It had big villains and big world-ending shit. When I played it. I remember it had the bigger bad reveal kind of thing, and Adol, I think, fakes him out with some fake key items and stuff. I don't remember a shitload of 5. I remember the initial town where I don't think he gets jailed, but he gets in some legal trouble right away. I actually might watch a speedrun of that after this. Refresh myself. I don't know why I forget a lot of these. I mean, that's because a lot of them are kind of similar, right? But they're fun, they're good, but like a lot of the areas in these games aren't super like visually distinct. Not that they're bad, but they're based on a more just normal kind of fantasy or kind of grounded-y fantasy thing, other than like crazy shit like, you know, the end of Salsetta and the final areas. I mean, I'm not walking through like, you know, some kind of psycho like fucking dildo library or something. It's like I'm just on the beach. I'm in the mountains, you know, that kind of shit. And like it looks nice and there's little landmarks, but it's not like, you know, there's beaches and mountains in the other ones. But they always mix up those basic kinds of areas enough to be fun, and usually the level design is entertaining, so it's fun to go through. And since you're kind of just busting through the levels anyways, it's like not stopping to smell the roses all the time. His Origin probably has some of the most weird, like, crazy areas, right? But I mean, it's all inside of some kind of like JRPG tower. Music. Yeah, I like Mr. Christian a lot. Like he's a proper fucking pro, dude. And the double there, dude. Like I saw, I was like, I gotta go for him. See, this shit's pretty good because what makes that move cool is because you're in the air, so you can actually dodge attacks by using it, just by like using it, just your height advantage, man. So like, even though it takes a while to pull off, like you can still do cool shit with it. So like, fellas.
Let's go! Go!
What the fuck? Stack, dude. I don't know if we just have to clear those out to the max or what, but don't worry about that later, man.
Let's go.
My turn now!
My turn now. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
That egg attack's nuts, dude. Dude, the Chad, man, he's like, I got eggs, man. And you don't. Can't stop the Eggman.
Let's go!
I could go without his voice though. I think his VA is like okay. And some of the lines that are like generic lines are like alright, but for the most part I'm not a big fan of the generics they give him. I just prefer to go with that. See, like you can turn real quick in the air and I could like aim the thing and keep hauling ass. Like sometimes the fucking camera ain't even like keeping it up, you know? It's cool. There's just fun little shit like that. I accidentally fucking used something there. Should just change that to another fucking button. In the off chance I do. What the hell do I want it to be? What did I have on A? there nothing macro to A? I think anything is. That's mini map resize. Maybe I will leave it. It's not really like a big deal. You can change the extra skill to work with something else. R plus. If you just removed it, would it just auto? Well, I probably just wouldn't use it. R plus I was fine. I was used to that. We'll just leave it. All the other buttons are being used, man.
My turn now.
Crazy, dude. Making games more entertaining than some fucking companies full of thousands of motherfuckers, man. Is it just pure passion now? How do they do it, man?
There is still so much we don't know about this island.
Oh shit. And all you gotta say? I'm guessing we just can't kill those guys. Yeah, they've like physically have a, they have like a fucking thing. But you can change that fucking aim on that fucking really hard. It's good. Nothing but cheeks. Those guys get a lot of XP, man. The music's good.
What a beautiful view.
Yeah, it's definitely got more of that bust fucking hard adventure nut, quick pace. But it's not just like generic anime opener kind of fast. Not that that's bad. I mean, you know, your generic upbeat anime opener shit's cool. Cold Steel has a lot of that kind of stuff from what I've heard. It sounds like a different feel. I guess more JRPG kind of thing. No, it's more unique, I guess. So sometimes it'll have those kind of adventure-y, kind of like little strings and synths and shit. But that kind of like JRPG kind of sound, but then it's still got like hard rock kind of shit going on too. So they always do good stuff. Jesus, that's a satisfying ass food. So a lot of JRPGs you'll get that like those strings and the synths, and it's kind of, you know, like the. But there's a lot more metal and shit in these ones. It's not quite as like fucking like super like guitar solo psycho mode as like Origins or nothing, but it's a different feel in the first place. Like it's supposed to be more adventure, and I think it's got that cool pace, but still has that adventure feel. Salsetta definitely had that adventure feel, but Salsetta mixed up the music a lot too. It wasn't always like that. Yeah, 7's definitely where I don't remember a shitload. I mean, there's definitely some standout tracks, but yeah, they weren't. Salsetta had some generic kind of JRPG sounding ones. Those are the ones that are kind of different. Sometimes they had some cool different ones, but mainly like they weren't like Isa's best stuff. And they were different, no doubt. Best song in 7 that I remember was that final song that barely played. The hidden one, pretty much, where you had to sit there for a bit in the final fucking area. Why are there so many of these fucking chads here, dude? Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the level design's just more interesting than in Salsetta too, like being able to jump around, the variety, how you're traveling to survive a bit and shit. It's not just, I got hired to check a map, you know, I mean, which wasn't bad, but... Did somebody say somebody was around here 2 seconds ago? What the hell? Yeah, I forget it's Vita. Makes me wonder how Monstrum Nox is. Hopefully they don't fuck it up when it's going pure console. I don't know if you've heard any early word on it. The performance is atrocious. Hopefully they get that part figured out then before it gets to us. Story destination, watchtower, structure. Oh, I like that in cutscenes it revives there. Yeah, that's the only worry is that they don't do. I mean, they do console shit like Cold Steel and shit. But Cold Steel and stuff probably doesn't require a whole lot performance-wise since it's just turn-based. Or these games need to be constantly moving at a decent frame rate, busting hard nuts, and... Jesus, did it? Maybe not then. If they can barely handle the handhelds, man. Sounds like they need to get their tech department figured out a little bit more. Or tech fucking folks, I guess, in their department, but... Holy fuck, dude. I mean, the worst performance I've had in an East game was self-sided, but that's because I was on PSTV. I wasn't exactly expecting the world.
Allow me.
I'm surprised this on the Switch is actually pretty stable. It's actually pretty smooth. But I mean, I guess it was originally like a Vita thing. But still. Oh, really? Oh, really? No loading zones? Yeah, that sounds like a mistake. There's nothing wrong with loading zones in these. I mean, you can abuse them a lot of time. I mean, I get the lust to want to do that. The bigger, better, no loading zones thing. But no loading zones when they're this quick is kind of a meme, man. Like, it's not necessary. It's a gimmick, man. I mean, this is like 2 seconds, man. And I imagine they're a little larger than that, but... I would rather have no frame dips and fucking 0.2 second loading times between zones like this, man. Like, unless they're going for the insano massive open world with no corridors or nothing, then like I don't see why you'd even need that. It's such a small thing in this. Like, you'd have to have some really huge areas that just cannot have loads in them, like, or corridors or anything to, like, do that shit. And maybe it is, dude. That would suck. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think open world is inherently bad. I just think that a lot of the times open world is, like, tantalizing to a lot of these dudes. And they decide to make the world big and beautiful and all that shit, and then handcrafted things, all the, you know, lessons on level design, you know, density of combat, and the exploration is just like kind of fucking gone. I don't think it would work in an East game. Shitty raid minigame. Is it more like human fighting focus or something? I mean, that's fine too. We haven't had one of those in a while, but I just hope they kept the core values. Technical shit, I'm not as worried about. We're gonna get it way later. If it's on PC, it won't be a big deal there. I just hope that technical issues doesn't mean that they're focusing on things like Giganto open world and visuals over the stuff that matters. I mean, so far they've been fine, but they've all been on handheld still, and I don't know, maybe there's some part of them that, like, as long as they're attached to handheld, they'll make sure they're catering to the core fan base and values. Like, I don't know. I mean, I can understand if it was just one big ass city, but even then, wouldn't there be like loading screens? There's mostly corridors and shit. Okay. Yeah, I heard it's something about big cities and shit. Holy fuck. That seems really interesting. And honestly, with East gameplay and shit, I'd be willing to try it out. It seems exciting with the right East gameplay. It could also be really fucking iffy. If it was like a giant city that was like inhabited by like a mixture of things, not just people but like monsters and a bunch of other shit, you know? Like a city so big that it has like total like different like systems going on of like people and creatures and shit. I think that'd be okay, but like, I don't know if that's what it is. It could be cool, that's the problem, yeah. And I think it would be an interesting contrast. I just don't need them to destroy the gameplay and all that to go with it. Your usual East gameplay, but tuned up. Maybe make the tone a little more tuny. Add some tuning moves. I don't care. Like, it's whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't want to either, I guess. That makes it feel really tuny, man. As long as my dude's the same and the boys are the same, I don't care how many tuny people he's got to kill. A grappling claw move thing. I mean, that could be good. I imagine it's pretty tuny. His outfit's tuny, yeah? Is it? I imagine. I thought I saw it once and it was pretty edgy. Was it? Which I mean would fit the place though. Feels like gothic. Yeah, oh, you can send me the outfit. I don't mind seeing him. Don't show me Dogi though. At least have Dogi be a surprise. I mean, since I'm going to be playing this one on release this time, I'm not as worried about initial concept kind of spoilery stuff. It's not like a... I mean, if it's something you see within the first 2 seconds, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, I mean, even Dogi, it's like... That's a level of thing I'm not that worried about. So if I'm seeing a trailer, I don't... It doesn't really matter to me. But, you know... If I can not see Dogi until that point, it'd be good for the laughs. But yeah, I don't mind seeing Adol, because I think I've seen him before. Holy Jesus, dude. 26 years old, he looks like he's 30 something. Holy fuck, that is edgy, dude. Holy Jesus, dude. I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be gothic and shit, but why does he have like... Why does he have blacked tips? Darkened tips of hair? Like, I just got it full screen here looking at it. It looks like a Castlevania thing, which, if it's the idea of it's a big gothic place, that fits. The armor fits. It just depends on what he looks like in game. I mean, he looks more serious and older, which is fine. But he looks, and he's got, I mean, he's got, that's what it is. He's got the ascot thing. It's like Transylvania. He has become the monster. The black, yeah, the black highlights are a little much. That's like having the damage tattoo on the Joker's forehead, you know? It's like, we get it, man. He's already wearing the Castlevania armor. He's got a fucking demon gauntlet. At least he has a reason not to have a shield in this one. I don't mind the different tone, as long as the core gameplay is the same and the story is within the same... Like he's still the same Adol, Dogi's still the same Dogi. They are just in a crazy place, right? Like some Kino's Journey shit. Like, it's Kino in a different place, right? Like, not... Kino completely changes personality everywhere they go. Punished Adol personality. See, that one would look way better. What the fuck? The Rance one? Because he looks like he's still like an actual knight, but it's just edgy enough to be like properly punished knight. Because he's still a normal armor with like the hood. Yeah, the top one's definitely, they're going for like a Transylvania like gothic thing, and that's fine. We'll see though. Just please just let at least be somewhat similar, man. I get wanting to change the tone, man. Just mix it up. It's an adventure series where they go everywhere in the world. They don't always have to be the same visually, thematically. But the gameplay, man. Core values. Core values. Can't change those. Yeah, they've had so many chances to go full fucking jackwagon, man. And they haven't. That's why I've always been surprised with these 3D ones. Is because as soon as it went 3D, man, like with 7, I was like, okay, man, this is where most people would go wrong. And they do usually. Like, or not fully, not always like super wrong, but like, it's usually the beginning of the fucking end, or, you know, it's... For a series that's been the way it is for so long, you know, it doesn't always work out. It works out with stuff like Zelda and shit, but not always, right? I was like, okay. Especially something that's got like waifus in it. We'll see what happens, but it's worked out so far. And I think the thing is with like this, it's what appeals about them, or is like a niche enough thing, not niche, but like subtle enough thing that I could see you easily fucking it up, right? Like what's great about Ys, pumping music and speed, action combat, I could see you messing that up very easily. I mean, they did it in 7. You just tune the monsters to have too much health and then it fucking ruins half of it, man. Like, it's very easy to mess it up. Something like Zelda. There's a lot of things that make Zelda Zelda. Does it? Yeah, I don't mind them whacking the adventure part hard. Like, really doubling down on the adventure. I'd say that's like a different thing than the old ones. They didn't double down on it quite as much. But I'm totally fine with that. I think it fits the feel, or I feel it's fine. How's it part of 8? Yeah. That's what you've said, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm fucking rambling about so many topics. I don't blame you. Okay, where exactly are we supposed to be going right now? Okay, I think that. And you can chain them, dude. Oh man, that shit feels good. Like that's actually. I wish everybody had a move like that. Everybody's moves are pretty fun in this, but it's crazy that they make a move like this that is like significantly more fun than a lot of the moves. Like, not that Adol's not fun by any means, he's super fun. But this one particular move is really cool for the movement speed kind of thing. Yeah, I imagine that's it. That's the thing, is like, she's not super fun when I'm just doing her generic combat. It's like fine. Like, I'd rather play Adol if I'm just in like a duel. And I mean, Sahad's cool when I have to use him. I want to do big hits or something, but she's cool when you're just busting ass. The dome. This thing? Yeah, this thing's not bad. You can do some cute shit with it. This one's not very good. The missile's not bad if you spam it, but that's a generic kind of just fan missile. So. Yeah, it's definitely easier to fuck up the Gothic City thing. I'm fine with them willing to take a chance. I've got enough faith in them. If anything, it'll be funny, right? Like, I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen story-wise? I get some laughs out of an Eve story. Haven't had that before, right? Jesus Christ. I mean, I would prefer chuny, horribly chuny, edgy, cringy fucking dialogue over the just absolute nothing that 7 was. Yeah, see, and I love the jump that you do get, like, more speed when you jump. Because, like, you launch yourself, but you can still control, so you're like, you gotta, like, you, like, catapult yourself forward, then you can do, like, I'll just do that. I'll just, like, jump, and then, like, fucking flip around on a dude, and, like, shoot myself back. It's just fun little, like, style, kind of fun bullshit. I don't know how the lock-on system is. I don't really use it. Probably actually pretty strong, but you're not gonna catch me using it. Yeah. Exactly, that's what I was saying before. I mean, look at it in 7, it almost went bad, man. If they didn't have the new skills thing and the combat still being focused on being quick, it could have went bad, man. Because the bosses were all bad. I mean, they definitely were fucking it up. And if it went more towards 7, it could have been real bad, man. Exactly, like, and that's what I mean, like, to get an Ys game right, I feel like it requires a more steady idea of what Ys is, and a lot more subtle touch-ups and stuff on the gameplay, like, or focus on the gameplay, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm just spewing shit right now, but like, it's not just, hey, it's a beat 'em up and it doesn't really matter, you just press X and shit dies, like, and there's dungeons and you just go in them. Like, there's a lot more focus on the speed, which you have to have the right level design for it, right? Balance the enemy health. Your moves have to have movement to them. I mean, there's a lot more going on. I feel like it requires more deft hand than just it's an action beat 'em up, right? Like, it's a little harder to figure out. Something like Zelda, it's like, you know, dungeons and puzzles, and there has to be puzzle items, and, you know, there's a little bit more things that make Zelda Zelda, that jumping from 2D to 3D and stuff like that, it works easier. And I just feel like as they move, especially like you see like Cold Steel and shit, where it's like you get a little bit more waifu shit, they try to have more story, bigger worlds, you know, you know, bigger budget, more tech shit. Like, you always worry that what is it, the dream or whatever, kind of like will kind of overextend past where they can actually reach, and they'll make sacrifices where they shouldn't. I mean, look at like ZTD, right? I mean, it's a great case of somebody trying to go big budget, go big cinematic, copy popular Western storytelling designs and games and stuff, and losing the core of what made it good in the first place, man. I mean, he literally lost the fucking story, man. Like, I think he just fucking reworked the entire thing to work with these new fancy doodads and stuff, and Ys could have totally went like that, especially with this one. Just totally just said, fuck it, we got just generic ass fucking action gameplay, and there's just a shitload of story. And I mean, 7 was like that. If it kept going the way of 7, oof. Oh yeah, no, exactly. Like we saw a taste, man. Somehow, I don't know how, why. I don't know how you do the chaos scene and then turn around and have like character development about the rich and like the rich and poor and people from different walks and like brotherhood and banding together to survive kind of shit after the chaos scene, man. Like, I mean, I'm maybe I'm sugarcoating what the story is so far a little too much, but there's a lot more like actual real character development and relationships happening in this that I'm surprised I'd ever say there was happening in Ys game, especially after the chaos scene, dude. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like they're always walking on a tightrope, possibly turning Ys into total dog shit. And maybe I'm just worried about that kind of thing because I really like the series. But I feel like you could just easily just do it. Just go Fire Emblem mode, right? Oh, the Fire Emblem's bad, but there's some fucking waifu installments from what I understand, and it's like, you know, one quick to, you know, shing, you know, in a different direction, and Advance Wars is gone, you know, like there's not enough waifus, right? Like just a couple changes of what people want or what they think they want, right? So that the developers, you know, mix it up or something, and they could easily make a shitty combat game. I don't know if they just have because they have a smaller team, they have a very clear idea of what they're after, or they listen to like the fans and the fan base is decent. I don't know what it is. I will say this, there's not many game series that I play like fucking 10 fucking installments in that are all like consistently pretty fucking good. And consistently about what you want in each one of them, right? Like it's not like, you know, like, oh, Banjo Nuts and Bolts was a decent game, but it was a bad Banjo game. Like, they're all good East games. Like, they're not just good games in the East universe. Like, they're all very much an East game. Like it's the same genre, same good feel, but like, you know, it doesn't get old or nothing. Good developments on the formula and all that. I've always enjoyed the series a lot. Unless you just don't like action, I don't know how you could, man. It's just pure fun, dude. Like, maybe if you just, you know, there's not enough story for you, then just play this one, I guess, but that's what I mean. If action's not enough, you know, if you know, obviously, like, if gameplay isn't enough, then you want story, right? I mean, what else is there, right? I mean, if you just wanted the music and only the music, you just go listen to some music. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just super impressive. Like, you don't see that very often at all, man. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, it's still East, still the same good East. Like way later, man. But it's not the exact same game, right? Like you don't look at this and you're like, shit, dude, it's just East 1 again. It's the bump system, like, it's not. But somehow, with all these changes, it still keeps, like, you know, the shit you care about. And that's what I mean. I feel like they got, like, a very, you know, you can remove all of the fanciness and all of the, you know, the graphics and everything else, like, you know, when they pull the hood back, they know, like, from what it seems like, what the fucking, like I said, the core values of like East are and shit. Like I said, like speed, you know, action, you know, RPG mechanics that are light but feel like they have impact, and you know, not too much focus on story. Now that's changed a little bit, but they've been handling a lot better. And I'm fine with them taking little things and risks like that. Or, you know, and trying to incorporate the story like an adventure feel into the kind of core idea of speed and gameplay and stuff. I don't know, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like they got the core ideas down. Which is like, I don't know how you could fuck up 9, but it's like, I mean, developers try to reinvent the wheel all the time with series. They try to make them either relevant or they're bored and they want to like try something new with the same series, and it's like, that's why I'm glad they have like Xanadu and Cold Steel and stuff, is because they could just do those in those games. I'm totally fine with them just making new IPs for other ideas and stuff, like just building on, you know, the good foundation they have in the series they got. Not that I don't think series shouldn't have spin-offs and stuff, but like, make them just spin-offs, right? Oh yeah, I don't doubt it at all. Wasn't the original Xanadu one of like the first? So it's some kind of famous, right? Some kind of RPG, like first something huge thing. I thought it was some kind of famous for something. I assume it's more, you know, Japanese side of things, but that's where a lot of video game history is. Yeah, I like this a lot, but so this is kind of, imagine it like this, right? So what I've been saying before is they should cut down on party members in the other games because they have too many party members, not enough characterization, not enough depth, not enough, you know, chemistry between the teammates. Think of this also like that, where it's like the cities were just full of so many people, and they're not going to spend enough time to like give these people any depth or interact in any crazy way. Like some of them were interesting still. You talked to them a bit, and it was like okay, but for the most part, you didn't give a shit. But in this, it's like, at least so far, there's not that many people. It's a similar type of thing, like less people, less characters, but like more focus on good characters, and it's way more interesting, right? Like from what I understand, the Trails games are like that, but I think the Trails games have a shitload of characters and NPCs, but they're also well developed. But Trails is insane that it has as much dialogue and time spent on those things as it does, right? Like realistically, most things aren't gonna write millions of fucking lines of dialogue for every single fucking dude. So it's like, this is cool where you get more time with less characters because they're actually more meaningful characters and shit. For an East game. Original series is the Dragon Slayer series inspired by Tower of Draga. It was basically their first action RPG. Jesus. Maybe that's why it still exists. Imagine playing the original Xanadu and then not playing like any video games and then coming in and playing Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. Dark medieval feel. Okay. I don't think I'll play them. I mean, I'll play Xanadu next, obviously, within the next couple weeks. And then I'll play Tokyo Xanadu EX. I didn't realize Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus is like 60, 70 fucking hours at least. Plus. That shit's apparently long. Flowers. My garden. Okay. Yeah, I think if you don't have the kind of writing and world building and time to put into something with a bigger scope, like Trails has, that is the whole fucking point. There are entire like games for world building apparently. Like that's what it does, right? Having a shitload of NPCs, that's a big, like a shitload of places and story, like that's the whole point. Like these games, they don't have the time, and if they do, it sucks. So it's like you prefer that they just don't, so it ends up just being like if you have a shitload of NPCs, it just feels really, I don't know. Like I get it, you go to towns, there's gonna be generic NPCs and stuff. But on top of the generic NPCs, there's just a lot of side characters. There's just a lot. You got a fucking village chief in every area. You've got like 8 fucking party members. I mean, there's just new dudes left and right. The maidens who aren't even in your party. 50 bad guys, you know, it's like... I mean, maybe this will have the same problems, I don't know, but like... If they are gonna focus on any story, I definitely think narrowing the focus so you don't have too much story, but making it strong is like way better. I always think it's more simple, more... It's just like open world design, like... Keep it more dense. Quality content over lots of shit kind of thing. Not that I think it's wrong, like I said, to have like a shitload of NPCs everywhere, but like... It doesn't do much for the story. It just does like... Maybe something for level design, like it feels inhabited maybe or something. That's about it. Also feels like Laxia and Sahara were designed together. While 7 subs throw random ideas around until one sticks as a playable character. Yeah. No, absolutely, yeah. And I don't know if... Yeah, I mean, there's more characters. Oh, of course there's at least 3 more, but... Yeah, that 7 definitely felt that way, and that's what I was saying during 7. I was like, I'd prefer you cut all the characters except 3 out and make them just work with each other. And then in Celceta, I was like, okay, they're working with each other more now. I still think you could take out 3 of them, but they do have more distinct playstyles. But when you swap, you can't combo and you can't swap in place. You teleport around, so it's like it doesn't really mesh still super well, so you only do it when you have to. But in this one, I can just do it on the fly. They feel pretty distinct, but they all feel good. Like, I could just use any of them for fun. I have to swap more than Celceta. Celceta just tried to downplay it because 7, it was so fucking bad. All the swapping and shit, how boring half of the characters were. But like, this one, it's like, it's all pretty good. And they all work together pretty well. I mean, there was dumb shit like the buffs and Celceta, like that Godsma had and stuff like that. And then in 7 it had that shit where it's like certain compositions and certain party members gave you super buffs and shit. Like having the fucking the dark skinned lolly chick or whatever with the hammer gave you just like 40% more damage. And it's just like, okay. Like, I mean, I get you want the characters to feel distinct. You want them to feel like, you know, they have character, like, oh, he's the money guy or something. He gives money. Like, I don't know why L gave money. He's from a fucking forest village of, like, people who don't have anything, really. But, like, okay, you know, like, whatever. Like, they have their own personal gimmicks, right? And I was like, but it didn't do anything for the gameplay. If anything, it made you catty-cornered into only using certain dudes in combat. Especially with all the health bloat, why wouldn't you use the character that gives you 40% more damage? It's insane. I'd say the single worst thing in this game so far, other than shit like the chaos scene, is fucking Dogi. They bastardized my man. They slaughtered my man, dude. I'm disowning Dogi right now, man, until further notice. It's entertaining for sure that they did it, because he's just kind of this meme now on the side, man. That every time you see him, you just get a fucking laugh that you can only really appreciate after playing like every game with Dogi in it. Otherwise, he's just a dude, right? The pacing's fine so far too. I mean, we're 10 hours in almost, which is about halfway through Celceta, but I haven't really been bored by some of the slow tutorial shit, or the amount of tutorial stuff and the story or anything yet. I mean, I've been talking a lot, and I've been playing very slow. I could probably an hour or two faster at this point to get to this place, but I mean, we'll see when it's like another 50 hours, but so far it's fine. It's pretty fun. I'll probably get off soon though. We've been going for a good bit. I've actually probably been up like a full cycle now. So I'll probably start a little earlier tomorrow. Well, I'll probably try to stay up for a little bit longer tonight, but maybe not on this. And then I'll start maybe a couple hours earlier tomorrow, but you know, we might go a little longer. Other than that lunch break I'm gonna do with somebody. Fortify Castaway Village against raids. Is this just some infinite grind shit I have to do? Or not infinite, but like some super grind shit? Now that I know it's like a half-ass addition they added in.
Great job, everyone.
I wonder if The thing is, I wonder if they added enough materials for it to ever really like be balanced. Like, I don't want to spend most of my very useful materials on something really pointless like that.
What should I upgrade?
Unless they just added a bunch more.
I'll get
It's not like a
started.
big deal.
All right, finished. Is that it? How can I
Okay.
help you today? All right.
That's good to know. What does it cost me
Tell me
anyways?
anything.
I mean, if it's like cheap, I don't really care.
All right, I
That's
got
pretty
it.
cheap.
All finished.
The gong. The stun gong. Did I just make this once just to see what it's like? Catapult. The kinds.
All right, I got it. All right, it's done.
Doesn't do shit. So is the idea that there's supposed to be somebody just who uses this somewhere, or do you like go hit it yourself?
All right, I got it. All finished.
I don't mind spending really like
All right, I got it.
low level shit. Oh, you go hit it yourself. Why would you do that when you gotta kill people? It would have to be very intense.
Roger, give me a second. All finished.
I won't level up any of these once we're at a point where that's like important. Went over 4 lures. I've got like fucking a million. I mean, if it's like really cheap shit, I don't mind. Oh, this is already gets that easy.
All right, I
I'll do
got
one more of these.
it. All finished.
I don't want to waste too much iron. Maybe I'll do one of these just to see it, just for the mechanic, right? Later, when I get more iron. I guess we're good for now. Poison effect.
All right then.
I haven't even been raided again. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just when iron's not really as useful. I already probably spent more iron than I should have, but I didn't spend that much. Talk to little parrot. Sure could. So comfy. Lots of fucking. What do you say? Lots of fucking food. Lots of rest. Based parrot. Dude. Oh, hello. Should have told her when's launch. Wow. Actually cares about people around her. Starts out bitchy but becomes endearing a little bit. Zealous, man. Kinda like her, man. Oh no. I said I didn't like her at all at the beginning. Well, she wasn't likable at the beginning. I'll give myself some credit. The shoe bill, dude. Gran Angle. Yeah, I'll be a fucking. The whole thing, Jesus. 10 bait. Can I just make bait though? Wow, the legendary fish, and then he just gives you 10 bait. Also, this place is super comfy, man. The fucking like the big rising hills and the mountains kind of thing with like the creek running down, but you're kind of like surrounded by the mountain deal up there and shit. The fucking cave that's got like a little fucking window to the creek, man. Pretty good. It's pretty comfy. Not bad. I don't know, man. You'd be missing out on a lot of moves, man. And that means they probably don't have their job either. How can you even get the job crystal without the class quest? Isn't that part of the chain? Or did they change it? We'll do just a little more. Next save point, I think, we'll be done for the day. I mean, I guess so, man. I know there's a lot of systems in an MMO and stuff, but like, you got a lot of time to figure that shit out. I guess some people just don't look anything up, but then like, the thing is like, it shows it right there, man. If you can find your way to the next main story quest, it tells you right there on the tooltip where the next class quest is. You gotta ask yourself, like, if you've even done one class quest, man. Like back in the day, not in the day, back when, you know, I was originally doing White Mage and shit, it was a little harder to figure out. Because it was like, you know, you just had to know where the White Mage person was. Even though they did tell you that you had a new class quest, I think, but I was like, you kind of just had to remember you had it and go find the fucking person. But like, there's no reason nowadays, man. I mean, I get if you just want to casually play the game. It's totally cool, dude. I mean, I just casually play FF14. But damn, man. That's a level of casual that, like, that's just straight ass fucking ignorant, man. Damn. So, like, that kind of shit right there, dude. Like, running at, like, super speed, but you get, like, a little momentum. And then like fucking launching yourself into the best angle to like shoot through both dudes at once. Oh shit like that, man. Like, it just feels right, man. It just feels fucking goddamn right, man. Buffalo Bill, man. I think the costume thing is cool too. I don't mind the props either, as long as I don't go apeshit with them. But I always like costumes, it's good. Although the costumes, I guess, are technically DLC. But they have color changers in games, that's fine.
I haven't forgotten that face. It's that Hummel person who so rudely ignored me.
He's looking right at us. Think he's had a change of heart about coming with us?
Somehow I doubt it.
Gun-toting bayonet man.
That weapon. Huh? Oh no.
There's a monster behind him.
Gah! The hell was that? Did he do that?
I was gonna say, has there been gunpowder yet?
Is
Or is this some like high-tech
Fire?
shit?
It's a new type of weapon. Essentially a handheld cannon. I believe it uses gunpowder to fire lead projectiles.
What a scary weapon.
I could see this character being very fun or very cheesy. Or both. I mean, yeah, I guess gunpowder's existed, but I mean, handheld guns, though, is a very different thing.
No thanks necessary.
Regardless, you have my gratitude. But you could have warned us before you fired.
Perhaps. And you'd be down one arm before I'd taken a single shot.
Huh? What? It's quite rude to stare, you know.
I'm coming with you.
Oh?
Excuse me? What exactly do you think you're doing? You can't simply barge your way into our party without telling us your motives.
Party.
We're headed the same direction. There. Motive established.
What a character.
This fucking dude, man.
Mr. Kristen, don't you have anything to say about this?
I think Mr. Kristen's let in a lot more dumbasses than this guy. At least this guy actually like helped him, even if it was just killing one wolf. He'd probably prefer somebody who kept their fucking mouth shut after all the fucking shit in 7.
You'll barely even notice me.
Perfect.
You look like you can hold your own in a fight, kid. Glad to have you.
My word. Why, keep encountering thick-headed fools.
Oh, they tell you the exact amount of stuff now, too. Yeah. Yeah, really?
There. There. First shot. Take
It's pretty distinct for sure. Yeah, that's the thing, is like this shit seems cool in kind of like a way that 7 and 8 had interesting characters that were cool because they were different. But I don't know if I give like a fuck yet. I guess a mix of ranged and melee, which is cool. I'm glad it's not pure range, because then you don't have to have him in the party out of some need of for cheese or something. So that skill's cool. It works like a flash counter with double iframes. Oh, people like the parry thing. I mean, he seems fine. And he seems like different, which is cool. Which is what I prefer. If they're gonna be like... If you're gonna have an ass load of characters, make sure they feel good. And then make sure they feel like they have their own little... niche thing going on. Like this guy feels very different from the other three. But he feels fine. I don't know if I give a fuck because... Well, one, I could see myself getting rid of Nautilus here. He's fine, but I'd be willing to play somebody who's even better. But the damage types, I have to get rid of her. And she's just too fun to just run through the areas with. And she's still different enough. I mean, when you're doing just like a normal duel, I'd rather use Adol than her. But when you're running around, which is most of the time, you know, she's got her own little spot that works. But yeah, I could see her getting rid of the Nautilus guy, but maybe, but I don't know. That sounds crazy. I mean, that sounds interesting. Maybe play like a more defensive style. Like he's got a little bit of keep away, a little bit of melee. I think it's neat. I'll play a little bit more of him, but I'm kind of hoping to get more of his moves. Sounds broken? I mean, that too, I guess. Got quite a bit of range with this.
So rude.
Yeah, I don't want to play just some super busted shit. Thought I needed to go the other way. Well, now that we got a new character, I want to try him out for a bit, man. Yeah, I mean, he seems fine. I don't know, the flow, he's definitely not as much of like a flow character. Seems to be much more about, you know, the mix of keep away and going in and doing your big hits. I'd have to see his other moves that we unlock.
What do you transport anyway?
It seems like he's still fun and different, but like, I think she edges it out a little higher in terms of fun for me.
Anything.
Seems like it's pretty easy to miss half of his shit too, since he just does these really long poke.
Contraband. Dead bodies. It's all the same to me.
Where with her, you have to get pretty close, so you don't really miss.
Good. Dead bodies?
Transporters are heavily involved in the criminal underworld. Or so they say. Many people utilize their services to transport all manner of illicit material.
So, what's a transporter like you doing here anyway?
Wouldn't be professional to answer that. Rule number 1, never breach a contract. Rule number 2, never ask questions. Rule number 3, never open the package.
Somebody
Every transporter
watched
lives and dies by these 3 unbreakable rules.
Transporter movie. It'll sound a lot like the one of Jason Statham's rules or whatever the fuck else. Say sounds a lot like Jason Anime Statham, dude. If you've never seen The Transporter, it's pretty much just what he said there. But Jason Statham hand to hand beating people up and driving his car a lot. It's like almost 1-to-1 there on the rules, man, from what I remember.
Relax. I have no intention
Okay,
of harming
so he's just professional. It's not like edgy. I can get behind professionalism.
Oh, good. I feel much safer now.
There's gotta be, because that was like
With him?
they must have watched Transporter and just went straight for it, because that was like the same shit.
Yeah.
I suppose. He's surprisingly serious, and seems very set in his ways, too. I suppose this world really is filled with all different kinds of people.
Damia, Teddy.
And it's so short every time too. The dream talk thing. I like that she's familiar enough with Adol now. It's a subtle thing, but she's familiar enough with Adol now to like confide in him or talk about like others and shit. You know, just one of those like little things, right? Like in the beginning, you know, she didn't want to talk. She just fucking trust him or fuck around. I was like, yeah, just get a little subtle character development, right? You know, like she's talking about the hat guy with him there, you know, it's like a little bit, like you don't want to think about it. They probably didn't even mean to make it seem like that, but certain kinds of development have to happen for somebody to do that kind of thing with somebody. I think it's just compared to like 7 and stuff said, it makes it seem so much better. That's what I mean, like in the grand scheme, I don't know, like it's okay, right? Probably. But compared to the fucking honky tonk dog shit, that fucking 7 story and characters where it seems like I just fucking unearthed the fucking diamond out of the fucking pile of shit. I don't know what this shit is. I hope that if there's a meta, or not meta, like a big overarching epic story in this one, it's a little bit more kind of like mystery magic. Maybe not smaller, I mean smaller scale, you know? Like it's not gonna affect the entire world kind of feel, even if it could, but it's more kind of hidden away kind of thing, right? Like there's important shit going on, but the character development takes the front seat. There's a little drink shit, like you know what I mean? Like it's very upfront about how end of the worldy it is in a lot of the other ones, but I wouldn't mind if it was just like, you know, kind of an exploration focused thing. And have maybe like a more, I don't know, emotional story or something focused on like a past events type of deal with like some repercussion, modern shit, then like some kind of like sage evil coming to kill everybody. I mean, I don't care that much, but like, you know, we'll see if it just turns into the normal East story, right? I don't mind the normal East story, but the other part of normal East story is it's not always good room for character development or characters in that kind of story. It's mainly just Adol Pastas, which is totally fine, but I mean, if they're gonna try to do this stuff, it'd be nice if they didn't just throw it out the door. Well, I'm just saying, I want a world-ending threat. I'm just saying how they present it, right? Instead of like being very upfront about some kind of cosmic god fucking everything up, it'd be more like, you know, like like maybe it's not even like present, right? It's just there by the end. Like it's kind of like a journey towards this thing that they know is gonna be there, but it's not like this force or whatever evil is constantly acting on them, right? It's like a journey through like maybe like a desolate land or some kind of like fucking forgotten kingdom sort of deal, and like jungle areas to get to some kind of like threat that needs to be taken care of. But like it's not like the wing guys like laughing at them and fucking with them or some shit, right? Like you know, it'd be a little different, right? Like I still want to kill some kind of god by the end of it, and I will. It's an East game, or I'd be fucking shocked. Like I don't want that to change. I mean I enjoy those fucking stories, but like it'd be cool to see them do it in a way that's more, you know, where it feels like the island, because it is supposed to be a separate island that nobody gets to go to. It'd be cool to make it feel like there's a more like unique kind of separate story that could only be like kind of told here going on, and not just like, oh, there's some ancient technology that this guy is going to get, and now Omega Jesus Devil guys taking the scope beyond the island and shit. Let's keep it contained on the island. Like even if he's gonna blow up the world or something, just like you don't even have to say it like that. Just, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm trying to think of like maybe an example. I don't think in a game that's up in the ante and the budget, they're going to lower the scale or the flashy, you know, anything like that. So we'll see how they handle it. It's just that the first 10 hours it's been pretty laid back and mostly focused on character development. So when it actually gets into your normal East scheduled broadcasting, we'll see if it's any different than usual. I don't care as long as it's not 7. It can just be fucking Salsetta, you know, I wouldn't give a shit. Or it can just be exactly like the old shit, and it's just an excuse to have extra bullshit character crap going on. Hell, they could just remove the story and I'd be fine too. Obviously the gameplay is what matters, but I barely soaked any of that in. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm busy being tired and talking out of my ass. Half now, half on delivery. Delivery at noon. If there's no responsible, I'll leave it back up to it. I can deal with terms of the deal can never change or renegotiate. Rule number 2 in the movie? Yeah. He has a rule where he doesn't ever check the package or ask, right? He doesn't ask questions, I think was one of the rules. A lot of his rules are for his clients, if I remember right, but he has a lot of professionalism rules and stuff too. No less than 7. Yeah. No names. Never open the package. I like how rule number 3 is about the same for this guy.
Good luck on the search!
He said he gets no less than 7 hours of sleep a night, right? To work at peak performance? Or was there another one you're thinking about? Shit's hardcore, man. That's good. Man, running at peak optimal performance, man. I mean, they're all fucking pretty unique from each other, man. But in like a fun way. They're not just unique. Just, you know, I mean, they're unique to be unique, but like, there's fun little interactions between them so far. I mean, even with this guy already out the gate. Like, he's not like a bad dude. He's just like super professional. And he'll talk to them in like a nice way, but in like a super passive, not passive, but like a reserved professionalism kind of way. And I mean, it's a cool little thing, you know, like, I think it's fine. It's kind of like how the other guy's just loud and boisterous, and then like the chick's prissy, trying to figure out the world kind of thing. I mean, it's good, like, you know, personality mix along with like just the characters just kind of on paper being pretty unique. Like, they make the chemistry work, I guess is the point. I don't know if I want to mess with him much. He's neato, but I don't know if I care a shitload. I feel like I'm talking about the story so much that I'm making it seem like it's like some kind of Mona Lisa of like fucking literature or some shit. I don't mean it like that. It's just it's an interesting thing to talk about considering its ease and considering that Ys's big new thing it's been trying to do lately is like actually have story, and I feel like it's missed up in a lot of ways where Ys normally doesn't. In that particular, I mean, like Ys doesn't really miss up too often. So when they try something new, like having a lot more story, uncharacteristically they fuck it up. So it's interesting seeing it not be just total dog shit. Yeah, coming after the worst Ys, some of the worst Ys stories, and definitely Seven's worst. Like this guy, I mean, he's cool. Like he's got ranged options, and then you can go in melee. I mean, he's totally based around his SP moves. I don't think I would care much about his second to second kind of gameplay here. He's very much like Red Magi, like melee range mix. If you miss that one, he just keeps going then. I almost expect when I do his dodge to like instantly fly backwards. It feels like that kind of character where he'll like just backstep instead. The thing is, I feel like I've played the character to his full extent now. It's one of those where like, he's cool, but like, I feel like I already kind of got it, you know? So like, maybe he'll get some new moves, I'll try him again then, but like he's fun, he's fine, he's distinct, but he's not like super fun. And the gimmick is not, I've never needed gimmicks or anything in these to kind of keep me entertained, and the good gameplay is enough. Smooth gameplay, so. Like, I appreciate that he's distinct, but like, it's not gonna like, I'm not gonna fucking ride or die about it. Okay. Like going up hills, you don't want to do the roll thing. Maybe you do. you don't have that period where you really like fall slowly when you're going uphill because you instantly land back on the ground. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna switch back. It's just too fun jumping around doing like this shit. When she just moves constantly, she's killing dudes as she's constantly moving, which when you're exploring is really neat. With them, it's like, it's a lot slower paced. It's interesting, but if I was gonna go slow paced, it's gonna be like, most likely more of a boss time, and like, I'm not gonna use a dude like him on a boss, because he's not full ranged anyway, so I'm not really feeling like I need to just to like cheese. I only feel like I really needed to do that hard in 7. Because most fights were like, feel like they're fucking created with it in mind. And in Celceta I had to do it a bit, but it wasn't really out of necessity as much as it was she just happened to be really good at clutching the final bit of health. The range chick. Lexi on my team. Yeah, I don't see why I would get River at this point. I mean, he's the only other Pierce guy, I'm guessing, so. I mean, heard of him, right? Like, Sahad, he's fine. I think he's fun. If he was the best there for a whole game, I wouldn't be sad. He's totally fine. I enjoy him probably more than the gun guy. But I could see there being a better one for sure. I mean, I don't mind the old guy swinging the bullshit, but there could also be like kind of a, you know, 20, 30 hours in, let's see who the fresh character is kind of thing. We'll see. Well, anywho. Roddy wants to keep going, but like, I'm very tired. And I was up for quite a bit before the stream got turned on. I woke up at like 3 or 4. I've been up for about 15, 16 now. So that's about on the money, I'd say. We made it pretty far. Having a lot of fun though, it's good. It's real good so far. What is all this we didn't check out? I mean, a lot of this we just can't get to yet, I think. Oh, is this all the same area? Probably why then. What about that other bit? This shit. It might just be the next area or something. 89.6, we can't get to that. Well, the map seems to be a little bit more useful in this one. When it comes to the legend kind of thing, like the stuff, the icons. Tells you how many treasure chests you're missing. Which there's a lot more, which is cool. The areas are a lot more. I mean, in Celceta, you blasted through, you know, I mean, this was probably like the entirety of Celceta's initial 50% map, right? Chest and all, like, there's probably only in the overworld, like, a good 20 chests, it felt like. There's a lot going on, and they tell you exactly what you need. And I think that's cool. Oh, we can open this boulder. Let's do that while we're thinking about it. Who did we save recently? Put us at 10. Oh, maybe it's the rich guy. He's back.
All right, let's give it up.
Oh, it's the party member, I'm guessing, right? I guess he counts. That would make sense.
Yes! Yeah! It's here! I did it!
Verbus. Oh, we got a bunch of new shit I haven't eaten. Like the fucking beast potion, dude. Did I pick that up and not use it? I'll give him a big upgrade too. Oh damn, maximum SP up. These are good upgrades, man. And they're starting them early too, man. We can actually find like significant like shit, like 100 HP and all that, like pretty early. Okay, he's got low health and shit. So is there a reason I need to like gear him out or anything if I'm not gonna use him? Are they gonna like slide a quick bullshit? Oh man, wait. Do we go with this? Are they gonna do like a quick section, or I gotta use everybody or something? Okay. I don't really know. Okay. Not that I'd be like sad if I like had to, but I feel like this is the only other guy I'm gonna allow to have the round glasses right now, man. The professional fucking cowboy, man. I wish that the glasses on Adol though were like these ones, like you couldn't see his fucking eyes. That just looks like a bitch, right? I don't like any of these ones that are just like... Oh, this was from the first game, wasn't it? Oh yeah, the invisible objects one. Fucking punished Adol, dude. Oh, really? For Adol, or...? Oh, really? Man, they go deep with some of those references. I'm surprised they didn't give him like an outfit that was just like the green shit or whatever. Or the East, Western art for East, or Travelers from East. I'm glad they have this one, dude.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
I just wish he had his shield. He feels like naked without it, man. This is a suit of armor that looks like a dude or using a shield with it, you know? Because it's more like actual defense mode. I mean, like, it looks like he could be quick, right? It's not like full armor, but like it's tactical kind of thing going on, you know? A little bit. Give him his fucking shield, man. This looks more like I'm on a fucking Pirates of the Caribbean cruise, which is the point, I think, but maybe that's just what they're doing with his outfits now. After this one, they're giving him like the Sora treatment, where every world Sora goes into it just totally changes his outfit. And that's why he looks like a Castlevania character. I don't really like that as much. Like Adol's always been just kind of like just do his own deal. It's always Adol in the foreign lands around him, right? He's not like becoming a different dude every time he goes somewhere. He's experiencing, like, I feel like you'd want to keep him static as the one thing you know so that you can experience everything through like that kind of viewpoint, but portrait art of Adol in a silver armor is a thing. Really? They don't change it? What the fuck? Yeah, that would have been sick, dude. Why the fuck is that not in this? I'm gonna have to look that up. I would definitely like this music. Like, this song's good, man. It's got like some emotion in it too, man. It's nice, man. On top of the hype, you know, it's got some cool bits. I say emotion, I mean like, you know, like bawling kind of emotion, but like, it's got some just nice bits, man. Alright, well, I think we're gonna go up here and take a little break. Yeah, let me look that up, I'm actually curious. How you get that art on the front end here in the Switch version, if it's possible. Oh, it wasn't on PC either. So they literally drew that just to show off the DLC, but they don't actually put it in the game or something? Oh, he's got a special equipped one. Or some shit. I know what you mean, they got like a special pose kind of thing going on. Makes sense. Damn, everybody's got their own art. Damn, Kathleen, dude, Jesus. 29, man. Would have preferred 30s, but that's alright. 29's good. It's a good year. Good year to be alive. Doggy's 26. 6-pack rippling abs, man. 24, 41. Damn, he might as well be 100 in Japanese, man. The skill menu. Okay, here it is, yeah. That makes sense. Like, he looks kind of just like the nice dude here. Like, at least it's better. I feel like in a way it's better than the Kirito-kun fucking bullshit we got in Salsetta. I think there's things in the Salsetta design I like more for sure. Armor-wise and stuff. sometimes, but like, I think the way he looks, his demeanor, and his like non-isekai bullshit going on right now, I like better. Yeah, it's. I think I think it's over designed because it's supposed to be some kind of like Caribbean piratey kind of like flamboyant look. If you look at it like that, it makes sense. But yeah, it's a little over. It's a little much. But I think his demeanor, the kind of personality, the vibe it gives off is definitely. I mean, it's not armor at all, but like it's more what I'm after than like Kiritokin, man. I mean, this is more this is more what we're after, right? Oh, I just fucking eliminated her. Eliminated. I mean, other than the glasses, right? I mean, this is just the armor I'm used to with the meme glasses. I just wish he had a shield. Then it would feel like the normal dude in the crazy setting. But anyways, let's make another save for some reason. Alright guys, I'll be back on in I don't know how long, right? I'm gonna try to stay up for another hour, so I probably won't make it. So probably back on in like 9 to 11 hours. I might do a little YouTube tomorrow. I'm taking a lunch break tomorrow with somebody. Lunch break, not like that, but like I'm going to lunch with somebody tomorrow, so we'll take a break on the stream. Like, I don't know, 6 hours before now-ish, like noon my time. It's like 6:30 p.m. right now for me. So, yep, it's fun stuff. I'm looking forward to doing more. We'll be doing some long days on it, I think. I'm gonna try to keep the European schedule going though, so I'm not gonna do like 20 to 40 hour days or nothing. But considering how tired I am today, I pretty much just did. It felt like. Anyways, I'll probably end up going straight to bed. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man. Thank you for watching. And thanks for chat. Oh, Dogie. Nightmares. I'm gonna have some nightmares tonight.